folks, welcome back to the channel. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/popretro1 if you want to find me there. So I wanted to quickly show you a haul from Kino Lorber Studio Classics. They're always doing some sort of sale. The ongoing one is their while supplies last sale. So these are things that are going out of print. Whenever the supply runs out, they are gone forever. And so I'm always taking a look at that and trying to make sure there's nothing I want that's going to go out of print. And I try to snag it before it does. So some of these are from that. And also it's just kind of a grab bag. There are also a couple of other labels in here that I will show you from, or some discs from other labels that I've picked up. And we'll start off with one of those other labels and unbox these right now. So this comes from Lionsgate's Vestron Video Collector Series. Just in time for Christmas, we've got the Silent Night, Deadly Night collection. Now, I'm really excited about this one because this is parts 3, 4, and 5. These later editions in the series, I think they were like 1989, 90, and 91, I think, is when they came out. Now, I have the first two Silent Night, Deadly Nights, but it's on a DVD set, so I don't have them on Blu-ray. I know that there's been a Blu-ray of the first one released. I don't know, was there a second? Did the second one come out on Blu-ray? Either way, I think they may be out of print, or I just haven't picked them up, whatever. The DVDs have been fine, but my hope was that someday they would release all 5 in a set. Now I just hope that somebody someday releases the first 2 on Blu-ray, and I'll pick that up. Otherwise, the DVD is still fine. But this is exciting. I would have never guessed we'd be getting these on Blu-ray. So there's a look at the packaging, and let's go ahead and open this up. That's a slipcover sent from the Vestron collection. It's kind of a cool thing, the whole Vestron line that Lionsgate decided to do. I mean, I think they were trying to get their little piece of the pie, of the boutique label pie, because the boutique labels were really starting to take off, I'd say around mid last decade, like 2015, 16, 17, really just saw a huge uptick in the collector market, I think, for people purchasing boutique labels. And so Lionsgate was like, man, let's start our own sub-label. We'll call it Vestron because we own the rights to that. And let's release some of these movies that would kind of fit along those lines, because not all the movies that they release in that line were actual Vestron VHS releases back in the day. And so so it's really just kind of a throwback brand that they have access to. But I'm glad they did it. It's kind of a nice nostalgic thing. So here's a look at the case. A look at the back. Let's see, we've got these on 3 discs, so each movie has their own disc, which is nice to see, as opposed to cramming them all onto one. So there's part 3, and there's part 4 and part 5. So we get some of this glare off the screen. There we go, part 4 and part 5. All right, Silent Night, Deadly Night collection. Parts 3, 4, and 5 finally on Blu-ray disc. Who would have ever thought we'd see the day, right? Put that back in the slipcover. There you go. I think I have all of the Vestron collectors. I think maybe there's one I'm missing. And now I can't remember what it might be. But that said, I might have them all. I'm not sure. Okay, up next we've got a handful of Kino Lorber Studio Classics. Right? Right, Jason? Let's see what we got here. Yes, that is correct. And we'll start out with 1983's Losin' It. This has got Tom Cruise in it. Shelley Long is also in it. Look at the back. And go ahead and open these up just to see if there's any surprises inside, like reversible art or anything else like that. Usually there's not on these Studio Classics titles. and most of the discs just have this uniform look, but that's okay. Just like the spines are all uniform. They look good on a shelf. 1983, checking for the special features. A lot of these Studio Classics releases do include some special features. This one looks pretty bare bones, which is fine by me. All right. Up next, we've got, from 1981, it is Cattle Annie and Little Britches. I've never seen this one. Burt Lancaster, Rod Steiger. And let's see if we can do some damage to the shrink wrap. There you go. There's your look at the inside. Again, just the same. This one does have special features, interview with producer Rupert Hitzig, and theatrical trailer. Rated PG, 1981. All right, up next, we've got from 1993. It is Blake Edwards' Son of the Pink Panther. There was a Pink Panther collection. I think maybe Shout Factory put it out several years ago, and I just wasn't able to pick it up, budgetary reasons. And I've always held out. I still want that set. It's got like all the original Pink Panther movies, I think, in it. But I don't think it included these kind of later iterations on the franchise. And so there it is without the shrink wrap. Just look at the back. Special features, audio commentary by Jason Simos of the Peter Sellers Appreciation Society. 2 deleted scenes making a featurette, extended alternate trailer, and Pink Panther trailer gallery. So a nice handful of special features. This one also has a little booklet in here. This booklet looks like just it's a sales catalog, essentially. So it's not related to this movie. Just a sales catalog of things that you could pick up. Kind of like back in the old days when you had to actually order things from catalogs. All right, up next, back to the 80s we go. In 1980, it is The Last Married Couple in America. Could you imagine these two right here? George Segal, Natalie Wood. If they were the last married couple in America, you're taking a look at them right there. Rated R from 1980. I don't think I've seen this one. This would have not been something I would have been interested in as a kid in the 80s. So some of these were like $4.99, $6.99, $5.99, up to like $7.99 at the Kino sale that's been going on. And so some of these I just decided, I'm going to pull the trigger on this. So special features, audio commentary by film historian Lee Gambin, and a theatrical trailer. There it is, The Last Married Couple in America. A contemporary comedy that addresses the divorce epidemic that has been sweeping the country head on. I kind of thought that might be what it's about, because I think probably around 1980, the late 70s, going into the 80s, I don't know, it seems like when I was a kid, and I was an 80s kid, I was born in 76, but I do remember that being like a topic of discussion, right? The more and more people are getting divorced now. The divorce rate has risen. So they did a movie about it. How about that? All right, a couple more from the Studio Classics line. This one is from 1991. We've got William Hurt as the Doctor. He was a doctor who thought he knew it all until he became the patient. Sort of a, I don't know, syrupy drama perhaps? I don't remember seeing this one either. Christine Lottie, Mandy Patinkin. I never knew how to say his name. You know, the guy from Criminal Minds, the guy from The Princess Bride. And Elizabeth Perkins also in this one. I do like William Hurt, though. Special features, audio commentary by director Randa Haynes, moderated by filmmaker Heather Buckley, and a theatrical trailer. I don't know why I show you the discs for these. They all look the same, but you never know. There might be something, there might be a disc in there that's different. Now getting away from the retro vintage movies. This is from 2016, but it was literally, this was the one that was $4.99. I thought, oh, I got to pick this up. Plus, I love Jessica Alba, so I've got The Veil. So yeah, this is only, well, it's 2016, however many years ago that was, 6 years ago. Jason Blum, the producer of Paranormal Activity and The Purge, and a Universal Pictures release. Sometimes I look at these on their site and go, I wonder if they just, you know, you're trying to get rid of the stock at $4.99, that maybe, I don't know, modern movies don't sell as well on physical media, because a lot of us who are into retro media, old movies, old TV, old music, whatever, we're the ones who are more into physical media. And so we're probably less likely to buy a 2016 movie on disc, unless there's something that draws us to it. For me, it's Jessica Alba. I've always liked Jessica. Can't tell you why. Audio commentary by director Phil Journow. Interview with co-star Thomas Jane and director Phil Journow, and a theatrical trailer. Just look at the back. And this is why we look at the inside. There's the disc, but there is reversible art. So I will show you that right now. You can kind of see it through the case there. I won't pull it out. Save some time here. So there's the front, there's the reversible art. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3 more discs. These come from not Kino Lorber, technically. This next one is from Code Red DVD. It's a Blu-ray that comes from Code Red DVD, which I generally just call Code Red now because, I mean, really, I don't think they've really sold a lot of DVDs for a while, but we've got from the late 70s, 1979, it is The Fifth Floor. Now, Kino Lorber Studio Classics, Kino Lorber, the company, has been distributing Code Red titles for a couple years now. So it wasn't always that way, but I want to say for the past like 2 to 3, maybe 4 years. I could be way off on that. The time blends together when you get older. So there's a look at it. So I actually did buy this off the Kino Lorber site as part of the sale, but it's a Code Red release. And you see Robert Englund up there, Freddy Krueger. Along with Bo Hopkins, Diane Hull, Mel Ferrer, also in this one. I'll show you the disc. There it is. There's the inside. What's going to happen on The Fifth Floor? It's going to be, looks like it's going to be wild. All right. Now this next one is from Scorpion Releasing. Scorpion is another one of these smaller boutiques. And in fact, the guy who runs Scorpion is the brother of the guy who runs Code Red. The guy who runs Code Red just passed away recently. And so, but both of their labels have recently been distributed by Kino Lorber Studio Classics. So again, I found this one as part of the sale on their site, and that is Beyond Therapy from 1987. Julie Haggerty, Jeff Goldblum, Glenda Jackson. Amongst the cast, Robert Altman, that's right, directed this one. There it is without the shrink wrap, giving you all that glare. Look at the images, pulled the stills. Special features theatrical trailer. Brand new 2019 HD master. Is it still brand new if it's from 2019? I didn't look for special features on the 5th floor, but there don't appear to be any. So, okay. All right, one more. This one did not come from Kino Lorber or the Kino Lorber sale. This one was just something I picked up because it was cheap. And this is from Alpha Video, like the oldies.com. It puts out a lot of public domain stuff. And this is Eyes Behind the Stars on DVD. 1978 film. I think it was an Italian sci-fi horror, maybe? I don't know. And so I'm just glad to see it getting a decent release. And of course, I mean, by decent, I mean it's going to look good on the shelf, and you know, it looks like a professional release. And it's got a little card on the inside. I guess just a lobby card. And there's the disc, and these are burned discs that you generally get from Alpha Video. There it is, and you can see the other side. They do a good job. I've never had any issue with my oldies.com/Alpha Video releases. So there you have it, folks. Kino Lorber Studio Classics, Scorpion releasing Code Red DVD, and Alpha Video, some new additions to my home video library. So, hey, check back soon. I'll have another haul video coming up and some reviews, of course, on the way as we get into 2023. Can you believe it's almost here? 2000, we were supposed to have flying cars. Now it's already almost 2023. Still don't have the flying cars, but things are moving right along very quickly. All right, I'll see you soon.